Welcome to Revealed,
revealing the unseen of weddings.
I'm Tracy.
And I'm Holly.
And we're here to pull back the veil on one of the most extravagant, emotional, and sometimes downright crazy industries out there.
Whether you're a bride or groom-to-be, seasoned wedding pro, or just someone who loves a good story, you're in the right place. Hello, welcome back to episode 7.
We are here with our good friend Stephanie. I met Stephanie at T's Blow Dry Bar.
Oh yeah. No, I was there. I got there between your 2 times there, and then was there with them through the end.
Yes. And she has since gone off. You worked for a catering company here?
I worked for one of the larger catering companies in the area, and now I work out at one of the clubs on one of the islands where we do all of the things.
All of the islands.
Yes.
Well, we can just jump right in. Do you have a favorite story or a story that just like sticks out in your mind the most?
I think the story that sticks out the most is definitely the woman from New York who got married at one of the plantations, and they, have a very lovely dock out there and inside space for a reception, and she did not have the reception out there because she didn't want any of her guests to get eaten by an alligator.
Oh my gosh.
I don't understand. Why would you pick the place if you didn't?
Well, and then the ceremony is what's outside on the dock. Is that where she did it? So we're not worried about the guests getting eaten during a ceremony. But also, if guests were getting eaten at this venue, it wouldn't be a venue.
No. And I mean, she spent upwards of $100,000 just to have the ceremony there. I'm talking turf down on top of the dock, chicken wire, and flowers hung from the ceiling.
Oh, dang.
They had a grand piano and a pianist, playing all of their intro stuff.
And so then where did they do the reception?
They went downtown.
Oh my God.
So
dang.
About 40 minutes away on
Which
a
is a
good
whole
day.
other venue. So you're paying
double
for 2 venues.
Yeah.
And 2 of the nicer... Holly and I know which venues these are.
Yeah.
We can't speak of them.
Secrets.
But these are 2 pretty expensive. I would say they're in the top tier of the venues in Charleston.
It's not like you're paying $1,000 for the church and then
no, this is
$20,000 for the venue. It's
yeah.
2.
And the $100,000 was just to the catering company that did because it's an all-inclusive. So we did the decor.
Okay.
They had a
So I didn't know that catering company did all-inclusive.
Yeah, they had a venue.
I knew that. Downtown.
And that they are getting a new one.
Is that going to be downtown as well?
I believe it is.
Okay.
Pictures look cool. I haven't been there yet. But they have, tables, chairs, an entire decor department, florals, everything.
That's crazy. So with something like that, did they have to go set up one place and then go...
Yeah. And so we had, at the ceremony, they had a bar that had 2 specialty cocktails for guests to enjoy before. And it was maybe late October, early November. So not super chilly outside in Charleston. But they had a hot chocolate and coffee bar as well.
What a good idea.
I love hot chocolate.
That was a great idea, except somebody from my team, because they dropped everything off, did not actually drop the coffee off. So I had a coffee emergency that day.
Oh, no.
And luckily, I have several friends that work at Starbucks, and I was like, do you have the boxes that I can come and get? And they're like, we don't. Call this one. Tell them you're on the way. Crisis averted, but...
Oh, God.
Yeah.
That's good.
I just can't see... I'm sorry. I know that you guys have moved on in the conversation. My little mind over here is just still circulating the fact of you said $100,000. That's not
just disposable money.
That's not
what?
Yeah, that's not even including the venue. I don't know if y'all picked up on what she said. She said $100,000
just
for the catering and the
for the specialty bar and the decor.
That I can't, even if I had the money, I cannot
I don't
fathom spending that on one day.
I mean, kudos
On
to
one
like
day.
whoever made the $100,000, like the company you worked for.
Well, we had, and I think you did the hair for this wedding that I'm about to talk about, April 6th.
But wait.
Oh no, it's a money thing.
Yeah.
No, these people spent.
Are we talking about Blondie?
She was the $250,000 wedding.
No.
Out at the club.
Right. Is this who we talked about earlier?
No.
We at the club. I
It's
need to
going
pull
down.
out my phone right now.
I'm
and
pretty
see
sure-
if I was on this wedding.
I'm pretty sure you did
April
it
6th.
because I talked to the bride at the rehearsal dinner, and then the next day, because you loved the bridesmaid.
Yes.
She's going back and looking at pictures.
Yes. Okay. Yep. I was there, but they didn't get ready at the clubhouse.
No.
Okay.
So we didn't see each other.
No.
Which is
Okay.
always one of my favorite things. Is
Yeah, I
when
know. I'm
when
all
I get
about
to
it.
when I get to see
I
my
text
friends
her,
and their
I'm like,
work.
Are you at work?
Aw.
I'm like, just look at my location. I'm right across the street from you.
So honestly, yes, I remember this, and
Their venue and catering, I think probably most of the other things. I think the florals were included in this and all of that. $250,000. Grandma offered to pay for the wedding or to buy them a house.
Oh.
And we're pretty
Okay.
we're pretty sure that Grandma still bought them a house.
Dang. Hey, Grandma.
You got
If
that
you're looking for another grandchild.
you got that island money.
I'm looking.
Yeah.
Okay, so
I mean-
I don't remember. This is going to sound
Good on them.
terrible. I'm looking at her trial to like see if I took pictures. Cause
Oh,
I
they
know
were.
the
It
name.
wasn't. I remember your rehearsal dinner hair more than your day of hair because the day of you were talking about the bridesmaid.
Yes.
Yeah.
This was a last minute kind of thing. I think for me, I think that
Like you weren't
edit this
originally
out.
booked
I
on
don't
it?
think I was originally booked on this.
I don't think you were. That might have been a one where
Yeah.
they weren't happy and they said, you
Yes.
gotta go
Yes.
see Tracy if you want to be happy.
Yeah, I don't think I was originally booked on that, but yes. Okay. Damn.
hmm And I mean, they probably spent more than that, but that was.
It makes sense though. Like thinking, I think I have her in my head. The
And-
night before was an updo style.
Yeah.
The day of was a down style.
Mhm.
Yeah.
And it was beginning of April, so
Yeah.
nice and.
Warm. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I remember it.
Which
this
goes
wedding.
back to listen to the professionals.
Yeah. Nobody ever does. Okay, look, Deep Dark Secret Time. You can judge us. You can judge us. Literally, we were just talking before we turned on this mic about how people don't listen. And I did say sometimes when people aren't listening to me, I secretly hope that it'll rain just so I can prove myself right. And I know that's terrible. But it's frustrating when you know what you're talking about and nobody's listening to you.
Yeah, it's like when you see somebody speeding, like, obnoxiously.
And
down
you're like,
the
I hope you
or,
get
like,
pulled
cut you
over.
off.
Yeah,
It's like, yeah.
Please let there be a police officer
Yes.
up there just to get your karma instantly.
Yes.
Yeah.
And whatever y'all can judge us, you know you think the same way too.
Hey, you wouldn't be listening to this if you didn't.
Well, because that got brought up because I was telling you about one of the weddings that I did at one of the museums downtown.
Yeah.
And I'm talking 7-piece band, full outside, like, plated, coursed entrees, and it was gonna rain. It had rained damn near all morning. It had cleared out just long enough for them to, like, set everything up. Florals were getting out there. I think the stage for the band might have already been up. And the planner, who is one of my least favorite planners of all time.
Hold on, pause. I need to know who this is.
Sorry, we had to pause for a moment to find out the true deets on who it was. So sorry we can't share that.
So, for reasons previously discussed off mic, one of my least favorite planners, she came up to all of the vendors and was like, hey, bride wants to do this outside. And it was sprinkling rain at this point. It was threatening to just, what felt like it was going to be a tsunami.
They never listen.
It was 95, and it was like 95% humidity. So we're setting up, and all of the vendors, we, like, sit and have a little powwow. And we, like, voted on if we were going to move it inside or outside. Because it was, I think, my catering teams was also decor, so it would have been us that had to move all the tables inside. The band was getting ready to do sound check. They're like, if we set up outside and it starts to rain, we're not moving. It's just party's over at that point.
Yeah.
And we did it outside, and it didn't rain. It was probably one of the most humid days there could have been that evening, wishing it would have rained at that point. But I really was just like, I want it to rain, and I want all of your stuff to get ruined, because
it's the point of the matter.
It's because you should have listened, because at the end of the day, it's the same thing. All of your florals at that point are destroyed.
Yeah.
Your hair's a mess. Your makeup's melting off your face. You've
It's
got servers that are uncomfortable.
Yeah.
You got people
Everybody's
serving you food that are sweating all over not to be gross, but it's just uncomfortable. Your guests have to be uncomfortable. So here's another thing. Nobody ever wants to rattle the boat or acknowledge that there's going to be rain. Now, I say stuff to bridesmaids when we're sitting there and they're like, oh my God, it's pouring down rain. I'm like, girl, could you not? Let's not do this in front of the bride. But at the end of the day, somebody needs to be in charge of that. And somebody needs to be acknowledging, especially, this is where it goes back to, we're getting so oversaturated with new vendors and vendors that are not from here. The vendors from here, no. I know that my weather app can say that there is no rain coming.
And then 10
But
minutes
I
later,
will get a notification from my radar app saying chance of severe storms in your area. And then I'll go on the weather app and it's still saying there's nothing coming. But without fail, when my radar app tells me that there's chances of severe storms, it happens. Whether my iPhone weather app is telling me or not.
Mm-mm.
And I feel like Charleston is very much a place very similar to Florida.
Yeah.
Where it can be sunshine and blue skies, and the next thing it's downpouring.
Yeah.
When they're like, oh, it's only a 25% chance of rain from 4 to 5, it's gonna rain. I feel like
it's gonna
we
rain.
get weather. The higher the chance, the less I listen to the weather, honestly.
We need to make a shirt, a revealed shirt that says it's gonna rain on the back.
It's gonna rain.
I got 2 crickets in that room.
Oh, nice.
We can make them.
We're gonna make them.
It's just, I know that we don't want to rock the boat. I know the bride at the end of the day never wants to make the decision of, do I do my wedding inside or outside? But I think at that point, leave it up to the vendors, because they're going to know what's best.
Yeah.
Comfortability?
Comfort-wise?
Yeah. Comfort-wise, they're going to know what is best for you and your guests.
Yeah.
Well, and understand you want to have this beautiful wedding outside, but do you want that if you're going to be sticky? I always go to the groom and the groomsmen.
Sticky
icky.
Sorry, I'm
I always go to the groom and the groomsmen. They're in these heavy
3-piece suits.
Yeah,
with
the
vests
bridesmaids are complaining when they're in little spaghetti strap satin dresses. How do you think the men feel?
Yeah.
Well, and our ceremony site is on the water, but we get lucky if it's...
Well, I feel like where you are, the breeze
is lovely, and it keeps the bugs away. But there is a certain time of year where it does not matter.
Yeah, from end of June to September. It is hot here.
Well, and we just had our last wedding for the season, and our next one isn't until the end of August.
Oh, do they cut it off?
Or
people just don't?
People just don't. I think it's a little... We're having some renovations done this year, so it works out. But even last year, it wasn't. July, June, July, and August are kind of slower.
Okay.
But
I mean, that makes sense. That's good.
Yeah. Well, and even at the catering company, when it's just too hot, people don't want to do it.
No. I get that.
I wouldn't want to
do it. And it's not even you're not even thinking about okay, so you're thinking it's 4:00, it's starting to cool off. First of all, it doesn't cool off here at night in Charleston. Yeah. In my opinion, it's not
It's
cool
just muggy.
Off.
Yeah.
But okay, your wedding is then. All of the people setting up for your wedding is doing that in the intense heat of the day, at 12 noon. Mm-hmm. And even your people that are and I know this because my husband bartends once in a while for this company. They were short a person one night when Stephanie was living in her house.
Yep.
And I was just sure, I'll go. And he loved it. And so now he does it once in a while just for extra side money. But they're getting there at 2 and 3 o'clock in the afternoon because they have to set everything up. When they're on the ship.
Oh.
I'm not naming the ship.
I hate that.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
But I wasn't even thinking about that. My husband hates events there because you have to lug
Oh, you have to go up the freight elevator, and then you have to go to where you need to be.
Up, like, yeah.
Oh my god.
Mm-hmm.
I have actually never worked on that.
And there's very little airflow.
Yeah.
Ugh, I can't even imagine.
Sometimes if you get on the right deck, the breeze is lovely.
Yeah. And then I know people could be listening to this. Like my cousin John, he's a construction worker. So he's probably like, "Are you kidding me? I work out in the sun all day long. Like, get it together." But that's you're not having to then look presentable.
Yeah.
And that's what I'm getting at. Like your wait staff is going to be a completely sweaty mess because they've now had to for 3 hours lug stuff in 100-degree weather. Mm-hmm. You're not getting your servers at peak condition. Mm-hmm. You're not getting your bartenders at peak condition. It's like when we have the episode with "We're hungry and we're hot." Like,
we're hungry.
You're not getting us in peak condition, mm-hmm. And I feel like it shows sometimes.
Yeah. I'm writing these down for shirts.
You're not getting us in peak condition. We're hungry and we're hot.
Hungry and hot. And,
hungry and we're hot.
Oh my god, the other one. Hungry and
what was
hot.
the other one?
It's gonna rain.
It's gonna rain.
Oh, it's gonna rain. Yeah.
But we had 2 weddings this season where, and it was gonna rain, not particularly horribly, and
it doesn't matter.
No, I know, but these were
that drives me nuts too. When they're like, "Oh, it's only gonna rain for 10 minutes." It doesn't matter. Everything's already set up. It's gonna be wet.
Yep. And we're just like, think about your guests, because while you don't care if you get married in the rain, and they were both. The first one, I think it cleared up. Like, it might have drizzled for, 30 seconds and then cleared up and everything was fine. And the second one, it rained. They took their pictures in the rain out in front. I
will say, some of the prettiest pictures I see are rain pictures.
Yeah.
I will say that.
But then you have to be prepared to not be a dick the rest of the day because your hair didn't hold and your makeup's running and your guests are all mad because they're...
Put that on a shirt. Yeah. Be prepared not to be a dick.
Yeah. Yeah, you can't get rained on and have it be your choice and then ask for a refund.
Yeah, because we have a backup plan.
Yeah, it's just whether you
want to do it or not.
I worked a wedding. Oh gosh, I can picture her. And she got ready but they told her it wasn't for her wedding. I was there doing her rehearsal the day before I did her wedding hair. The people that knew are actually really kind. And they were like, "Look, if you choose to do it outside, you can. Or you can choose to do it inside. But we can't block off both levels from other people." Like, they had rented a space for their, rehearsal. So the bride, she said, "You'll be allowed in the downstairs area. But if you don't, claim it and say that's where you're doing it, then there will be other people possibly in there with you." And I'm pretty sure the bride chose to stick to the plan of still doing it outside if they could. And it ended up working out well. But I thought it was really kind of that venue to say, "Hey."
Yeah.
Yeah.
We just need to know.
And we'll still try to make it work as best we can no matter what you decide. Mm-hmm. But they were upfront with her of, if you make this call, then you can't come back at us saying, well, this space, they were letting random people in.
Yeah.
On the lower deck. So
they were just kind.
Yeah, they were kind.
That's good.
I feel like most people who have been here long enough, if they're recommending you something, you should listen.
Yeah.
And my tattoo artist laughed one time because she was talking to me and I was like, well, what would you do? And she goes, blah, 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 blah. She said, but at the end of the day, this is up to you. I'm like, okay, but I know I get mad when people don't listen to me about recommendations for their hair. You're the artist. Do what you think is going to look good. Because you might be thinking something totally different than I'm thinking. Mm-hmm. I trust your judgment. You've been doing this. You're longer than I have. Well, I haven't even been doing it. I'm not a tattoo artist. But trust the people that you're working with.
As long as they're experienced and you did your research.
Well, right, yeah. And that's why that is why experience is important. And we are oversaturated here in Charleston. So if you're booking your weddings, really pay attention to who you're booking with. Because that can make a big, big difference on your wedding day. Of having somebody that's been doing this here for 10 years or somebody doing it 2 months.
Mm-hmm. Yep. 100%.
So, what other stories do you have for us? Anything else?
I've got one where I believe we did their rehearsal dinner and then they went to one of the bars in the area. And it's there's only a couple out by where we're at and got a little too intoxicated. And the planner was really worried, and the bridesmaids and the bride weren't getting ready on site. They were getting ready at the house. So
was I on this wedding?
I don't know. It's not the one we were talking about earlier.
Okay.
Which we will tell that story in a second because she's just amazing. But everybody was really worried. Pardon me. And nobody could get in touch with the guys. And I went over to the ceremony site just to turn the lights on and make sure everything was ready before the rest of the bridal party showed up. And all of the guys had shown up early and are just like laying on the couches, taking naps, watching college football on their phones. Like,
good for them.
Yeah,
they were there.
They were like, yeah, we got a little drunk last night and we didn't want to be late, so we just came over here. We're just hanging out.
That's great.
I always love it when a groom and his groomsmen are on point.
That was a fun one.
The one that I did the bride's hair,
Mm-hmm.
she was so sweet.
Oh,
she was. When we left them, I didn't feel like they were that intoxicated.
Mm-hmm. Oh, yes. They Irish goodbyed.
Yeah, that's what you were
I
telling
think
me.
only she did. She was, yeah.
She messaged me a couple days later, and I messaged her. I said, I hear you had a good time. I heard you Irish goodbye. She was laughing.
I love an Irish goodbye. I will Irish goodbye, and I love when people do it because, like, just go. Like, it's fine. It's whatever.
Yeah, the planner
I'll see you later.
Planner came and found me, and she was like, I think they're ready to go. Will you go find the groom? And I was like, yep. And I went and found him, and I said, I think your wife's done for the night. And he's like, we have a last dance. And I said, she's not.
No way.
She's not gonna dance.
That's funny.
And I said, the car's waiting out front. They just got her in it. So
That's funny. That's Brian, my husband, drives our car like for different things. And he'll talk about like when people get in and how they're just like drive, like just go. We're so tired, like we need to get out of here.
Yeah.
They're like, we don't even want to go to our after party.
It's a long day.
It
I mean,
is,
I don't
yeah.
think so much for the men,
Yeah.
but I know like sometimes, my gosh, we're starting wedding hair at 7 a.m.
Yeah.
And it's just like, yeah, that's relaxing, but it's also like just being awake.
It's
and,
not
like,
sleeping.
Yeah.
Like,
And you're steaming dresses and trying to find all the detailed stuff. And I don't know, somebody's fixing a fingernail that got destroyed. And there's just so much going on. Then you have the actual ceremony. Then you have the pictures. Then you have gosh, by like 11 o'clock, I can understand when people are just done for.
especially for introverts, like, and you're not an extrovert.
Yes,
like, just
and
like
the
I'm so
socializing.
off, like I'm ready to go. I'm ready to leave.
And I would highly recommend taking, if you can, and if you're okay with, if you're gonna do a first look, and I know we've personally had this talk, and you guys have talked about it on here, and it's, whatever you want to do. But if you're gonna do a first look, go ahead and take any pictures that you can before.
Yeah, I absolutely agree.
Because you're gonna save your time. You're gonna be able to enjoy your cocktail hour.
I went to my cocktail hour.
That's good.
I told my photographer that, like, you've got 30 minutes.
Yeah.
Because I don't like photos, and my husband, I knew damn well he didn't want to be being photographed.
And you pay the money, you want to enjoy it.
Yeah, that's what I said. I remember the planner going, like, what do you mean you're going to your cocktail hour? You have to do your entrance. I was like, I'll do my entrance after I go to my cocktail hour.
Yeah.
I want to enjoy cocktail hour. I paid for it.
I love how some people, like, will have the bride and groom at the entrance,
Mm-hmm.
and, like, they get all their hellos and, like, congratulations out, like, as people are walking into the cocktail hour. So then it's, like, they can just enjoy the rest of the night.
So that's what the receiving line at a church originally was. Like, when you get married in a church, the bride and groom leave first, and then they would wait at the door. And as the whole church filed out, that's when they're shaking people's hands, thanking them for being there, and then it's like, you're done. But we've gotten so far from, like, church weddings, I feel like, that's a good way to incorporate it.
It really is.
To have them do it with the cocktail hour. I would have never thought of that.
Yeah.
I like it with cocktail hour. I like it if I'm not a huge fan of a buffet on a wedding.
Oh my god, I love a good buffet.
No, I do too.
I love a buffet.
They're easy, and on like me and my team, it's easier. But at the same time, if you want to enjoy your night, a plated dinner is going to be faster.
I see what you're saying. Yeah.
And
having people come up and like
do
all the things.
But if you're going to do a buffet, have the bride and groom go around and release the tables.
That's a good idea.
Have them, or like have a, okay, for the next...
Okay, well, where were you, Stephanie, on my wedding day?
I was there.
Why weren't you making these suggestions? My wedding day of planner, we went to do the champagne toast, and my husband and I didn't even have champagne. Do you remember that?
Mm-hmm.
Wild.
Lesson learned, guys. Hire a good day of.
But it goes back to, just...
I also think there's, like, a difference, too. And I'm not just saying it because it was my wedding. We did buffet style, but we only had 70 people.
Yes, it
Like,
does.
that makes a difference. Whereas 250 people buffet style, like, that's going to be a hot mess.
Yeah.
Well, and I love a buffet because you've made your choices, and anybody that goes up to, like, they can take the steak or they can get whatever they want, and they can come back for more if they want it. But at the same time, as it just from like a timeline point of view, 100-person buffet is gonna take you at least like 30 or 40 minutes to get everybody through, and to do that. A good catering team can do, depending on how long it takes for everybody to eat their salads, if that's what they're doing, 20 minutes, 15.
Yeah.
But I do love a buffet. It's just...
We also set our buffet up where it was, like, stations.
Mm-hmm.
So it wasn't, like, all right in the same area. It wasn't people, like, hoarding. It's, like, I think we had, the chicken station over here, the meat station over here, and then, like, the apps. If I remember correctly, maybe I'm completely remembering wrong. And I don't even really remember the day of because I didn't get my own food.
Yeah, no,
but I know how I told them I wanted, so, maybe it wasn't set up that way. But I know that I told them I wanted it set up, like...
I'm pretty sure it was separate stations.
I love that people get food for brides, but I would have to get my own because I'm so particular. It's like, no, I want 2 scoops of mac and cheese and only 1 piece of chicken. Please.
Yeah, that was where I had to, like, let go because I wanted to go get my own food.
Well,
and then everybody was like, no, just let us take care of it. And I'm like, no, I don't want to take care of it.
And a good planner or, like, catering manager, whatever, will come up to you and ask you what you want. And it's your day. Tell them exactly what you want.
Nothing can touch unless it's this and this.
Disaster at our
this
wedding.
plate, please.
Yes. Please put it on all separate plates so my meatballs don't touch my ham.
Oh my gosh, that was my biggest issue. I hate when my food touches each other.
Yeah.
And my whole life, like everybody, my husband, my family, Tracy, it all goes to the same place. Like it's all getting mixed. I'm like, but it doesn't need to go in together. The only thing that I will mix together is mashed potatoes and corn.
Yeah, or like another vegetable. I was thinking mashed potatoes and green beans.
Yes. That's the only thing that I'm like, okay.
And like a gravy can go next to the mashed potatoes. Like things can go next to each other, but they have to go together.
Correct. Yes. Correct. Our food, I don't even know. I was not impressed with our food. We got a lot of good feedback about our food.
I thought it was good.
It was completely different than what we had at our tasting.
Well, I think at that point I was a pescatarian, so all I ate were the sides. They were delicious.
Yeah. It was... I swear those potatoes were instant potatoes, and that's not what we were given at our tasting. My mom was livid, because my mom went to the tasting with us. She was like, did you book a different company? And I'm like, no.
That's weird.
That's
suspicious. Well, and maybe...
And actually, I had a bride after that where I was doing her trial, and she was telling me she was getting ready to go for her tasting. I was like, oh, where are you going? And she told me, and it's in that moment where I really struggle, because I'm like, I know I should not tell this bride negative things about somewhere where she's about to go have a tasting, but also I would want somebody to be honest with me.
Yeah.
So I told her, I was like, no, obviously, and I told her all of it, how, like, I emailed them, like, it went back and forth, like, it was, like, it was really bad. It was a disaster.
It was a clusterfuck, for sure.
So, my bride, I'm like, but hopefully that doesn't happen to you, and I really hope it's a great experience for you. She messaged me. Now, she clearly remembered me talking to her about this at the trial. She messaged me after her wedding. And she was like, I should have listened to you.
Oh, no.
They served her guests undercooked fish. And her husband that she was married, that like the groom, is a chef up somewhere. I think like up in New York or something.
Oh my goodness.
And she said it ended with my groom, with my husband, smashing raw fish into the caterers, to the chef's hand.
Oh my God.
But
if you're listening and want to come on and talk about it.
I was just like, honestly, rightfully
I could
deserved.
reach out to her. She would be
Yeah.
a wonderful one to bring on. Our meat was undercooked too. And when I said that, they blamed it on our timeline. Oh, they said we ate dinner early. And I know that wasn't true because
We ate dinner late.
we ate dinner late. So the meat should have been cooked. It should have been overcooked if that's what we're going
That's
with.
weird.
And like the potatoes weren't even seasoned. When we went for our tasting, they were like a garlic chive potato.
Mm-hmm.
And these potatoes were, it is
I
what it is.
wonder if they had a potato emergency.
I
They're
think
nobody got the potatoes.
I think that we had a lot of issues
That was-
before this with this company. The person that did our tasting didn't know what she was doing really, I think.
And didn't she leave like right after? Like, wasn't she not?
Yeah. So what we got quoted was way lower than what it should be. That is not my fault though. And I signed this contract on these terms.
Yeah.
And then they're trying to change the food and I'm like, so I think they purposely cut corners. I think they were mad. Because I wasn't backing down. This is what the contract was signed for. This is what I'm paying for you. I cannot help that somebody misquoted me things.
Yeah.
That is on your end. And that sucks for you, but now... And it wasn't like this was a right away thing. They told me this a couple of months before the wedding.
Mm.
I'm like, I'm not trying to find a new caterer now. I really probably would have been okay with it, even if I had signed the contract. If they contacted me the next week and they were like, she totaled this up wrong, so you can stay in the contract or you cannot, but we are going to have to, just to cover our food costs, charge you more, fine. And I could have walked, but this was a few months before my wedding. Like, there was no way I was going to try to find another catering. So I think this catering company was probably really annoyed in general with my wedding, and so I think I got half-ass food.
That sucks because it's not your fault.
Exactly.
I was wondering if, like, also, I feel like, and you can probably
Attest to something.
Yes. So, like, when somebody comes in for a tasting, it's a smaller portion, obviously, right?
Well, when we do ours,
We have pretty big portions.
I mean, like, you're not cooking for, like, 100 people.
Oh, no.
yeah, like you're. So if we have like, usually our chefs will cook like a couple extra pieces, like just to make sure that they're, putting out the best of what they made. But the servings itself, you're getting about the same as like we would. Like if you come in and you're tasting the steak, you're gonna get a full steak. I mean, you're gonna share it among the table, so you're not eating as much. But
so I'm kind of wondering.
I left pretty full from our tasting.
Yeah.
So I'm kind of more getting at the, like, you know how sometimes you
like
cook a recipe.
When you're cooking less, it's like the
measurements are a little different, and like sometimes it can taste different if you cook for more and you double like the recipe. I know we like professional companies. That
shouldn't happen.
Yeah, but
yes.
I understand what you're saying, but this was like.
Well,
I'm not saying in
I
your
think
situation.
this
I'm just saying
company,
in general.
yeah.
But I do think a lot of the catering companies, like in general, because we are oversaturated, there's a bunch of them. The turnover rate in the companies themselves, like you're the same person that did your tasting might not even have worked there anymore.
And it's crazy. And I feel like, I don't know if it happened since COVID. I feel like a lot of industries are like that now. The turnover rate is insane.
Yeah.
And that's, again, I'll be like, we were just at this restaurant a month ago. What happened? Like, this food is terrible. I'm like, it might not even be the same chef. Like, you don't know anymore. I mean, look at the turnover rate in hair companies that we've worked for, you know? Like,
well, I had a bachelorette party spray pink champagne all over that lovely break room in the back.
Oh, no.
Yes.
Oh, no.
Which, if you go somewhere for a bachelorette party or just in general to have a good time, Even if you bring your own bottle of champagne, let the people in the establishment open it. It's not only potentially going to be messy, it's an insurance thing. If you hit somebody or you break something, it's then a whole thing.
Could we just make a rule in general? I hate when I'm working a wedding and there's no warning and somebody pops a champagne bottle.
Yeah,
my heart stops.
Well,
it's
corks
the noise.
Has killed people.
It's more the noise. Like, I'm like, can I get a warning? Like, my heart isn't made for this.
Yeah.
Like, that just sent me into shock. I felt my heart palpitate, like, a little bit. Like, can we just get hey, we're about to open the champagne?
Well, and then, the woo that comes after the popping of the champagne bottle.
Oh my God, Woo Girls.
Do
y'all watch How I Met Your Mother?
Love How I Met Your Mother. The Woo Girls.
Oh, I can always tell how a wedding's going to be based on the attitudes that come in.
Yeah.
Not like attitudes in general. I'm not saying they have bad attitudes.
Mm-hmm.
Like when they come in and they're like, okay, we're just waking up, versus the ones that are like, woo!
Yeah.
We're here! I'm like, oh my God, lady, it's 8 a.m. Please be quiet.
Thank you for having fun.
How
I'm
long?
gonna put my earplugs in.
Can we wait?
How long have you been awake and how many Red Bulls have you had?
Yeah. Okay, so we have a story, and it's actually from a groom.
Okay.
Oh.
Yeah, let's get into it. We planned our wedding to be chill, honest, no big bar bill, a clear-headed celebration. But literally as soon as we said I do on April 26th, they say in blah blah blah, everything went off the rails. My wife and I had promised not to get drunk. Then cocktail hour hit and freedom. Oh God. Drinks flew, DJ cranked the tunes, and during the first dance, I ripped off my shirt and ended up being hoisted by our friends. It was pure electricity.
Oh my God.
Things got even wilder when a friend's hair got stuck in the ceiling fan mid-celebration. Oh my God. My bride snapped a heel, walked back to the hotel barefoot, and later I jumped on stage at the after party dive bar to play guitar with a live band. We woke up the next day with hazy memories, but the videos showed it all. It was legendary. Legendary. Speaking of How I Met Your Mother. Despite the chaos, or maybe because of it, it was one of the best nights ever. It sounds as long as your friend could get the hair out.
Yeah, as long as you didn't get scalped by the ceiling fan.
Literally. I'm sure. It sounds like everything's okay.
Holly didn't read this all the
Do
way
we need
through.
a new story?
I think that's it. And then,
well, I will say, I feel like as long as they both got drunk, it was okay.
yeah. I mean, yeah. It sounds like they had fun. Nobody got seriously hurt, hopefully. Hopefully.
No hospital trips were made.
Yeah.
I feel like I would be a little irritated if Ika ripped off his shirt during our first dance.
I think that's I feel like I've seen that at weddings, though. Like,
If you were also...
first dance, yes. Actually, first dance, yes.
But if you were the same level of intoxicated as him, would you?
And if that's your vibe, like...
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I think it's the first dance.
It's like, yeah,
that,
baby,
has,
go! Woo!
The first dance that has me okay,
That,
at the
yes.
end of the night, I don't know.
Like, once you get through the dances and the speeches,
Yeah.
have at it.
Yeah.
I actually have a picture of Brian and I that I can post on our Instagram for this episode.
There you go. Was he shirtless?
No. No, but we look pretty wild.
Well, yeah, but I feel like as long as it was the two of them together, because Mark and I will be like, we're going in at midnight. This is going to be our last drink. And then we'll kind of look at each other and be like, okay, and we'll like pinky promise it, be like, okay, but if you have one and I have one, then we're still together in this.
Yeah.
And that's gotten us in trouble many a night
Yeah.
the next morning. But if you're there together, that's the whole point. You're getting married, so that's your person.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's true. I just, maybe not during the first
Maybe not, definitely not during the first dance.
Can we get through dinner? Like, can we get through, like...
Can you wait till we get on the dance floor? Like, for party time.
Yeah. But also, I mean, that's just not my vibe. Like, it's okay if you guys would, like...
Yeah.
I wouldn't be judging you if you guys did that
At the wedding.
at your wedding. I just, for, like, me with my family and
Yeah.
Like, I feel
Jules is judging.
Please keep your shirt on until at least the end of the evening, please. Please.
No jumping in the fountains.
Yeah. Who did I jump in fountains with?
That's another story I got. I don't drink for the viewers, for the listeners. I don't drink anymore, but when I did, it was a wild time.
Oh yeah,
It was a wild time.
That's why I was saying, who did I get?
Sweat face.
Oh, I was just making a comment.
No, I was in the fountains with somebody.
That was all. Yeah.
I think with Shayla outside of Was it No, what was the
It was
a bar. It was like a club, and then it became a gay bar
Dudley's?
next to Dudley's.
That was Deco.
What was it before Deco?
I can't remember.
I only know Dudley's.
Oh, what was it before Deco? Listeners, somebody tell me what it was before Deco, and I'm gonna be like, yeah, exactly.
Let me see if I can.
Oh my gosh, that's gonna drive me nuts. It's been 3 things, I think.
It's been
In the time
3 days since you looked at me.
Yeah. Yeah. I think it's been 3 things since I have lived here. Oh, this is gonna drive me nuts.
Pantheon.
Pantheon.
Oh, I do
But
know
it was
Pantheon.
something before
Cure.
Pantheon. Cure. Yes.
It's all coming. It's all
Yes.
coming back.
Thank you,
to me.
Google.
Thank you, Google. I think it was when it was Cure. But maybe it was Pantheon.
I never saw it.
I was in those fountains, like by the visitors' garage.
Oh my god.
One night. Very drunk.
I
Who was
parked
I
there all
with?
the
It was probably Shayla.
It was probably Shayla. Maybe Kirby. Oh, God. Good times had by all.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
I was a hot mess express. I know sometimes my husband's like, I wish I had known you when you were younger. I'm like, no. No. We wouldn't have been together
Mine
like
did.
you. You do not wish that. I was a hot mess express. But hey, look, I made it.
Yeah. There's a song for that too.
Yeah.
Sometimes you gotta go through it to get through it.
Yeah,
That is so
Exactly.
true.
It is. It is. It's been a wild ride. My mom always laughs and says that there's like the path most take and the path less taken. And then there's the path like through the woods that nobody in their right mind will go down. And she always says that's the path I went down. But I got back on the right path.
Yeah. Is it there's even no right path? Like,
No.
it's your own personal path.
Yeah.
That's the right path.
I can tell you that if I ever have kids, they're not going to get away with anything.
No.
I'll be like, no. Mom did that and she did it 10 times better, so no. I know you're lying to me. Oh, Lord. All right.
Do you have anything else?
I don't think so.
Do you want to tell the listeners about what you do?
So I used to, like I said, work for just one of the catering companies in town. I started as a server there and then worked my way up to one of their like captain manager positions. So I'd run individual weddings and events when they would do those. And now I am kind of a operations catering manager at one of the clubs on one of the islands.
She does a great job. The club itself does a great job. I've worked many weddings out there. It's beautiful. I also nanny for people that have property out there. It's great. Great location, especially if you're a bride looking for like more of a beach vibe.
And it's kind
Wonderful
of
location.
pretty much all inclusive. We've
Yeah.
got we'll give you, I mean, other than florals and decorations, we've got all of your linens and tables and food and alcohol bar stuff covered.
Sounds good.
Can't beat that.
And Magnolias and Moonlight is on our preferred vendors list.
Thank you. Thank you.
Preferred.
Love it. I like worked there like, I'm not kidding, probably back-to-back Saturday, Sundays, like 3 weekends in a row.
Mhm.
I finally went in and I was like, Jason, I'm just going to buy a cot and like put it up here.
Yeah. They get you a room.
Well, we've got, comes out to us all the time, and she's,
Yeah.
for that wedding in April,
I feel
they
like I have a wedding
rented
coming
her
up
a
with you
house.
guys.
Planner,
Like,
Nicole?
Yeah.
Yeah.
They, like, rented her a house out on
Oh, my
property
God.
for, like, the whole week.
Oh,
'Cause
wow.
It was, like, 3 days to set up.
Dang.
This goes back to what we were talking about at the beginning of this episode, the amount of money that gets spent. I just can't.
I'm still having trouble
I
getting
just
over
can't.
the fact that girl didn't want her reception at the place she had her ceremony because of alligators.
Mhm.
Yeah.
And I will say some of the, and you
But
guys.
why did you do any of it there?
Exactly.
Is my
That's what I
thing.
don't understand.
And the one thing that you did there was the thing closest to where the alligators would be.
Yeah, so you only care about your guest, not you. Like,
Right.
or the officiant. Like, who was
Right.
the officiant?
Yeah, I don't know.
Dang.
To me, was that like a stupid excuse? You
Yeah.
know, like was there another
Like it was sight
she
unseen,
just
and she
wanted
was like,
both,
"Ew, I don't like this."
or she wanted the photo ops at both.
They were from New York, so possible. But I don't even think she didn't seem like happy to be like marrying her husband.
That sucks.
Half of them never do.
Yeah, I don't.
I'm like, is this just a party for you? Is this just like?
Because if that's what you're doing, just throw a party.
Yeah,
I
that's
can't
that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, I can't believe the amount of men lately where I've had brides that are like, oh, my husband's been doing all the planning.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, what?
Oh, we had the nicest couple.
When did that switch over?
We had the nicest couple the last wedding we had, and he came in before the first look, and he was like hiding out before the first look, just in the air conditioning in our ballroom. He was like, oh my god, everything looks so beautiful. And we were like talking about the little favors. They had little jars of honey with the little honey comb things on them as their like takeaways, and like everything was just so cute and so well put together. And he was like, oh, she did everything. he was like, I can't take credit for any of this. He was like, I was like, oh, you're just showing up today too? And he goes, yeah.
Nice. At least yeah.
Yeah, I love my husband dearly, but if Ika was left to like planning our wedding, oh my god, I don't even want to know. Like, there would have been beer pong set up, kegs everywhere. It wouldn't have been. We would have definitely had a backyard barbecue for our wedding.
Well, and we just went. So Memorial Day weekend, Mark's cousin got married down in Beaufort, and for the life of me, I cannot remember.
Is that who I met? No, that was another lady. Friday.
No, but we'll talk about her wedding in a second. Because it was the next weekend. But so they got married in Beaufort it's a community. I think it might be a golf course. I'm not really sure. But you had to go through a gate to get there and then park and get on a shuttle and go. So, I mean, they easily spent, I'd say $250,000.
Oh, God, I can't.
Because I don't know where, because I didn't get a +1, or Mark didn't get a +1, so I didn't go to the wedding, but I came after dinner. So I saw everything, but so I didn't see the ceremony, so I don't know where exactly that was. I think they said that it was like at the front of the big house on property. But the reception, there were 2 round bars, like half circle bars, so I guess like one full circle, but like split, a dance floor, the DJ, they had the tent, they had the king's tables, like and all of this stuff was not, most of it was not included with the venue, because it wasn't like I'm sure the tables were rented, because most venues don't just have king's tables on hand.
Yeah.
And then the mother of the groom is actually a florist, so she did all the florals. So, and I'm just looking around and I'm like, it's absolutely stunning, and it was beautiful. And then the next weekend we went and I photographed for them a small wedding in a park in St. Simon.
Oh, wow.
And there was maybe 7 of us, like including me and the bride and groom.
Yeah, see, I feel like the smaller micro weddings are more like intimate.
And then we all went back to the Airbnb and they did their first dance by the pool, and then we all changed into our swimsuits and somebody cooked steaks and they'd made corn and
this is great.
And we did that, and like, so both, it's kind of like what Casey was saying when she was on, both there's nice. Both sides of it can be nice, and you don't have to spend $1 million to have a nice wedding.
Yeah.
And at the end of the day, you're getting married because you want to spend the rest of your life with this person.
Yeah.
And that's what I'm constantly telling brides, like, you need to just, like...
experience what you want to experience.
Right. Like, things are going to go wrong. Like, at the end of the day, this day is not about the flowers and the photos and even the dress. Like, it's about you found the person that you want to spend the rest of your life with. Yeah. Hopefully.
And at the end of the day, if your vendors are worth a damn, you won't know that anything went wrong.
Yeah.
There's I don't know if she's a wedding planner. I think she was a wedding planner here. She posted a video that kind of went viral, basically saying if you get married in Charleston, if you don't have $250,000 to spend on it, then like just don't do it. And I was actually really irritated when I saw that video because it's not true.
It's not true.
Yeah, no.
It's not true.
Yeah.
I had an absolutely stunning wedding, in my opinion, and we kept it very low cost.
That's awesome.
Very
beautiful.
low cost, in my opinion. I mean, it was still more than what I would have wanted to spend for a wedding. It was still the amount of a new car, you know, like
Right.
not like a truck, you know, but a newer car.
Yeah.
It was still expensive, but you don't have to have $250,000. We did it right at about 20, and it was fine. Like, it was beautiful. I loved it.
I love that venue. I wish it was still there.
I can't believe they tore it down. I was
think
heartbroken.
I think it got struck by lightning. I think
I
they
was told it was structural issues, so I just assumed, but that would be a structural issue.
Yeah, I
if it by
think
lightning.
because we went
That's so sad.
we went out there last July,
and
and I really wanted to show Jamie.
I wasn't aware that anything had happened to it. And one of my brides, she said she was getting married at Magnolia, and I was like, oh, where? Which? Because there's like 4 different areas you can choose from. I think it's the veranda, the live oaks, the carriage house, and then where I got married, the conservatory. She was like, I don't even think that was an option. I was like, what? And so then I went to do a photo shoot there a couple weeks later, and I just like walked over, and I was so heartbroken.
Aww.
Yeah, we went to go get on the tram for the little tour, and I was like, hey, that used to be something, and now it's just like a fence, and I can kind of see a building that looks like maybe at one point it was on fire.
Well, and I'm wondering, like, are they going to try to rebuild it, or are they just getting rid of it completely? It was so stunning.
It was really pretty.
I loved it. And it's crazy because my cousin Emily and I found out about it around the same time. Her venue where she got married is no longer a venue.
Oh my goodness.
We got married within a month of each other.
Mm-hmm.
She was October and I was November. And then we both found out within a month of each other that where we got married were no longer venues.
Dang.
It was kind of sad.
That's crazy.
Like, hopefully this isn't speaking for our relationship. Hopefully this isn't an omen.
No.
So, yeah. I don't know. I was really sad when I saw that.
No, I loved that venue. It was beautiful out there.
So pretty. But anyway, people listening, I don't even know who this... I think it was a wedding planner. I don't even know who she was. But if you see that post, please disregard that. Because you can absolutely have beautiful weddings here. Way cheaper than that.
Yeah, 100%.
For me,
Like,
it was...
even less than what you had.
Yeah,
Like,
definitely.
'cause
I've been to
there's-
beautiful weddings, same thing. You can get married in James Island County Park.
Yeah,
One of
or
my
Alhambra
friends-
Hall.
Yeah.
Yeah.
One of my friends got married in
They
James
just
Island
redid
County
Alhambra.
Park, and it was
Yeah.
absolutely beautiful. Like, the pavilions are like glass buildings, basically, that, like, just... It was beautiful. She got married under a live oak tree, like, stunning. And I know that she did not pay $250,000 for that.
You can
Like,
go get married out at White Point Garden down on the Battery.
Right.
Hampton Park.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
where Ashley, Melissa's sister, got married.
So pretty.
Yeah. It just, Birdie was there.
Yeah, we did a couple weddings there, actually.
Yeah. It's absolutely beautiful. So, if you are dead set on a Charleston wedding, please don't let that post deter you, because it's definitely doable.
Yeah, 100%.
I will tell you, it's much cheaper to get married here in the summer and in the winter. Do not get married here in the summer.
Winter.
Do
winter.
not get married here in the summer.
You-
But winter, January, it's still beautiful here.
Yeah, yeah. And you can get like a little heater.
Yeah.
Like a little stand-up heater.
Absolutely. Absolutely. So.
Yeah, because the money you'll save on the venue, you can spend on the
it's not
heaters.
nearly what you're
Yeah,
going to spend on a
yeah.
heater, you know? Like, yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, anybody else got anything else?
No.
No. I think we're good.
Thank you guys for having me on the podcast.
Of
thanks
course.
For
Thanks for joining us.
Got
And
some
actually-
good stories.
We actually, when we started this, we were at my house. We actually moved over to Stephanie's house
Yeah.
because Rambo couldn't get his shit together once again.
Rambo
But
just
that's-
wants to be on the podcast.
He does. He
does.
just wants to talk. I'm telling you. I think it's like a social thing.
Well, and
Yes.
Because we can be home all day and it's quiet. And as soon as I either get on the phone or people are there talking, he's just like barking. And it's not an attention thing because when I'm there with him, just me and him during the day when he's quiet, it's not like we're snuggling. He'll be like all the way across the room. I really think he just wants to put in his 2 cents in the
Yeah.
conversation.
well, and I
He's
had
married in a different life.
I had a feeling that he might act out,
Well, yes, because 2 of his favorite people are there.
Yeah.
This is not...
and he used to see me every day.
And like last week when we were okay, it was just you and me.
Yeah.
And I think the more people that get added into the house, it's...
Sweet.
Yeah.
I
He
wanna
just
say
wants
hi.
to...
What about me?
Like, what about me?
There's more opportunities for him to be given food.
Yes. Oh,
Yeah.
God, he's so food driven. He is. Well, we tried. But
Same.
thanks for hosting us,
Yeah.
Stephanie.
Yeah, thank you.
Luckily, it's right down the street.
All right. Well, it's been real.
Yeah.
I think we're trying to have some other guests on soonish. So.
Yeah. And we'll have another clip from Swain Boating Center, hosted by Casey, at the end of this.
All right, y'all. Well, it's been real. Stay blessed.
Peace out.
Bye, guys.
We are here with now Jessie Anderson, and she has a wedding event space, so I'm going to let her talk about a couple funny things that have happened at her venue, and then she'll tell you all about this venue.
Okay, great. Well, the first one that comes to mind, it was probably the first year we were in business. We were doing a wedding out. It's a private venue, and out of nowhere, usually I always work the wedding, so I'm there, just being there to help out. And out of nowhere comes this little Scotty dog just running out of the forest onto the dance floor. And he's just running around, and everybody's looking at everybody like, whose dog is this? Whose dog is this? And he was taking away the attention of the bride, and it was hilarious. And he was just running all over the venue. And I think it was like the mother of the bride was asking, is this your dog? Whose dog is this? Who brought a dog to the wedding? And I said, I didn't. I was like, our neighbors must have, I must have a neighbor that's got a dog. I'm so sorry. So
the dog crashed the wedding.
Yeah,
That's so cute. All right. I think that's my favorite story that I've heard tonight.
Whose dog it did it end up being?
So yeah, it was the neighbors directly to the right of us who found out they got a new little Scotty dog, and he had gotten out. So
It smells good over there. Let's go check that out. And you said your event space is out on Guatemala?
Guatemala Island.
Nice.
Yeah.
It's a very pretty area for people that might be looking. It's a beautiful, beautiful area.
Another quick story was, so being out on Guatemala, a lot of times on the weekend, the neighbors across the way like to shoot their guns off. So once we had a wedding where it was literally quiet all day, right up to where the ceremony was about to start. It was about 15 minutes before the ceremony, and we just hear all these shots, shotgun, shotgun, shotgun.
Oh my God.
And the guests are sitting down, and they're getting all panicked, like, where are these shotgun noises coming from?
Well, especially if they're not from the South. We get a lot of weddings from up north that they're probably not used to hearing shotguns going off.
It was just so terrible because it had literally been quiet all day, and they just decided to go crazy and start shooting right before the wedding. So we knew who they were, so we quickly called the neighbors and said, hey, can you guys quiet down just for 20 minutes so we can have this ceremony? And luckily they stopped shooting.
Well, that's good. At least you have kind neighbors.
Right.
Yeah.
So,
That's really good.
but
That's funny. Thinking about the Scotty running out to the dance floor.
those literally have only happened once, and other than that, we usually have perfect weddings. Those are just like the funny things that happen.
That's good that you've had a lot of good brides then. I feel like there's been so many weddings I've been to that sometimes I feel bad for the venues. Because I feel like, geez, do venues get destroyed with some of the weddings that I've seen or that I've heard about? So it is good that you've had nice weddings out there.
Yeah.
Do you want to tell us a little bit about your event space?
Sure. It's a beautiful location. It's on a private 26 acres of land out of Guatemala Island. It's got this gorgeous Spanish oak tree that you can get married under. And then the view from the oak tree is right looking over the Leadenwall Creek, so you can see the marsh and the high tide. And there's a private dock that they can go down and take wedding photos. So it's all outdoor venue. It's really, really beautiful out there. So if you go to the wedding gallery, you'll see a ton of beautiful photos, and that usually sells it pretty quickly. So.
Nice. And is there indoor and outdoor space? Just out?
It's just outdoor, and we have an outdoor restaurant bar out there. So, and then there is a bridal suite, so she can go in and get ready in the bridal suite.
Very nice. And what was the name of it again?
It's A White House Wedding, and it's in Guatemala Island, South Carolina.
Wonderful. Where can people find you? Like if they wanted to go and see like pictures or ask you?
So it's www.awhitehousewedding.com.
Okay, perfect.
Well, they were great. I'm telling you, the dog is my favorite story that I've heard today. So
I would love if like getting married and just a dog like runs up the stairs.
comes, hangs out, crashes the party.
Yeah.
It was very nice meeting you and talking to you. And like I said, yours is my favorite story so far.
This has been a Trolley Productions.